Hello mighty men, and welcome back to this Better Than Wolves Let's Play series. My name's Standing Coder. I'm feeling a lot better. If you've been following the series over the past couple of days, you know that I've been a little bit under the weather. And I am feeling better today, which is great news. It also looks like our zombie friend here is jumping up with joy, so I'm glad that he's happy for us. Now, I've been looking back over the videos just while we wait out the night here. I'm just going to recap a couple of the past videos. I want to thank you guys so much. We have gotten 5 new subscribers in the past 2 days. It might be more now. I haven't checked since this afternoon. And I'm absolutely blown away. The fact that 5 people saw my content and were like, oh yeah, this is good enough where I'd want to see it again. That really means a lot to me. So thank you guys for. I can't with the meat on here. I can't get through to the other one. I might just have to. That's okay. Just so no creepers explode, we'll do that. So the fact that as 5 people want to watch my content, absolutely blown away. That was my subscriber goal for the week, and this community has knocked it out in 2 days. That really means a lot. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that bell and stay up to date if this is the type of content that you want to keep watching and seeing, and come along on this Better Than Wolves journey with us. We are going to try to take this all the way to the end, and it would be wonderful if you guys can come along for the ride. Of course, that's up to you, and if this isn't the type of content that you're into, well, maybe you've got a friend that really likes Minecraft or Let's Plays, and please pass this channel one of these videos along if you think that's something they would be interested in. Now here we're just mining a couple of loose stone. Hopefully we can get at a nice stockpile for us to have over. Oh goodness me, I accidentally took some meat off the fire there. I'm not sure what's attacking. Oh, quite the commotion going on outside. Let's see if we can. I can't quite see anything. I'm just getting photos in my head here. Oh, I have a piece of cooked meat. Oh, what a shame. That piece would have probably been close to cooked as well. So, by breaking down those logs, we've got some sawdust and some bark here, which is going to go a long way towards keeping these fires alight. There's a zombie down there. Man, all of these mobs around us are quite low health. I'm not sure if they're attacking each other or what's going on. Let's just keep up mining this loose stone here. It's good to have a reserve of loose stone because I do want to be collecting a lot of logs over the next couple of days to help us in our mining trip. And we also want loose stones because we're going to need to create a lot of shovels, which means that we're going to need to be mining a lot of string. So when we mine the string, we're doing that in order to create shovels and hatchets, the axes. Now the shovels, we're going to start to collect some clay. Now in the earlier parts in this series, we actually had an easier time with the clay because we had the iron shovel that we found off of a zombie. Now here we're actually going to need to dedicate a lot more time and resources into collecting clay because the stone shovel isn't just less durability. The different tiers in Better Than Wolves, the iron also has better efficiencies. So the iron axe, the iron pickaxe, is able to actually mine full stone blocks, and the iron shovel is able to also mine full dirt blocks and get full efficiency for clay. So I think instead of a pile of clay, which is what a stone shovel will give us, a iron shovel would give us a full clay. And this is a direct translation into a wet brick there, whereas the pile of clay has half the efficiency. So not only is the stone shovel less durability, it's also less efficient in gathering. You need to gather twice as much. And we can see there, these that we just broke. Oh, Mr. Spider, you are quiet. I think we will... Now, I'm okay using the iron sword there. We got this off of a zombie. However, I thought we would get some string from that. However, unfortunately, does not seem the case. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe. 6. There we go, we've got another. Now we are quite low on food. We had quite the luxury of food during our last run, because we just completed a fishing run, and we had quite a stockpile because we'd been moving for at least a couple of days. Whereas here, I don't want him to destroy those dirt piles, so I'll lead him back a little bit. Now I can already spot a couple of pieces of string around, and the string that's around here is going to be really good. That string over there, this string here, will be very well utilized. Into making us some tools. Oh. Now see, that mean we had nothing on that campfire. Now I think we're going to stay here again tonight because it will take us a while to collect this string. And so we have a simple goal for today. It will be to collect the string pile and pick up a little bit more wood for tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow what we'll be able to do is carry on into a different area. And by moving with our stuff, we should be able to hunt a couple more animals in the new area. This will be very beneficial for building up our food supply. While also giving us opportunities to look for more iron. Now once we do have the clay, clay is relatively easy to find at this stage. Most river basins will have a small amount of clay. What will be difficult Oh, there's another piece of string up here, that's good. What will be difficult at the moment is the time required and staying alive during that time. So once we gather enough clay, I'll have to double check how much the stone shovel will give us from one clay block, and that will give us an idea of how much clay we need to mine. So we need 4 bricks for a slab, and then 4 slabs for an oven. So we should need 16 dried clay bricks, which means we need to mine, assuming it's only 1 clay pile per block. I would presume that we need to mine. Okay, so that chicken we should check on in a day or so. Or some more string. That might have actually been the chicken that caused all of this string here to be shot by spiders. After today we should have 6 reserve string. Let me just double check that. So we currently have 2, so only 5, and then we'll need to make another hatchet as well. Your character does walk quicker if you break the grass, but it does cost energy to break the grass as well. Another trade-off that Better Than Rules makes you think about. This cooked pork chop will give us 2.5, so we shouldn't eat this cooked pork chop yet. Now, there we go. I'm actually not quite sure how many. Should be enough for me to go and mine another string here. And let's quickly get back to check on that food. Now we have this nice clear path here, so our walking efficiency is a lot higher than it would be if we still had the grass in the way. And let's check on. Both of those seem healthy flames. Now I think I don't want to risk actually getting too far away, back all the way over to the string. So I'm just going to quickly chop a tree down, and that way at the end of each tree chopping we can go and refuel the fire. Now unfortunately I did second guess when I first restocked the food. I second guessed how much fuel was in each of these fires. Now our hunger bar has dropped below 2.5, so we're able to take full efficiency of that pork chop. I probably shouldn't be breaking the these by hand, just because the axe will use less hunger. Oh, okay, our torch went out here. Now we don't have enough for another torch, which means that we are going to want to maintain. We don't have another crude torch on us, and we don't have any more coal. There was a quarry nearby. Oh, it's starting to rain. I was unable to note where the sun's position was when the rain started. It is good that both of our campfires do have covering, even though our base is a little bit thrown together here. Now while we have some sunlight, I will collect up these saplings. Now saplings are too good to be true in Better Than Wolves, because a sawdust efficiency or a bark efficiency is 20 seconds of fuel time, and the saplings from the trees has matches that efficiency. I did think it would be smart to put down a second campfire, however, we are not going to be able to light the campfire that easily. Okay. I think we'll just save this campfire for now. And something that I might work on is actually a fishing rod. Now, as you guys saw from my fishing video, we have a quite a need for a fishing rod, because a fishing rod is so good at getting us food, a sustainable food source that isn't animals this early in the game. Obviously fish are animals. What I mean is that actual land animals will despawn once we've hunted them. Now and fish are one of the only I can't think of the word here, replenishable. They're one of the only infinite food sources for early game Better Than Wolves, which makes them vital for our survival, and the only way that we are able to properly utilize... Am I out of... I'll use up the spruce here. And the only way that we're actually going to be able to utilize is through a fishing rod. Oh, thank you, Mr. Spider. Now I will mine this down to the base texture there. However, I won't mine the last one, just in case it ends up spawning on the outside, or the string is hard to get to, and I don't want the string to despawn before we can pick it up. Oh my goodness. Okay. We can use rotted arrows as fuel, but I would prefer to use rotted arrows for our bow, since we have the luxury of a bow this early on. Oh, and we have a fire plat. We can turn this back into sawdust. And use that sawdust as well. I'll save this wooden club for... I don't believe... Oh, we can use... I might actually use that for fuel. Nida, string, knit wool. Okay, let's get knitting here, because I have to be careful using sticks as fuel, because, or shafts, because they are twice the fuel unit of sawdust and oak bark, which can quickly get confusing if you alternate between both full unit usages. Which is why I normally try to just stick to using sawdust or using shafts. I also want to reserve shafts just because they do have other uses as well. Whereas bark and sawdust at this stage are primarily just for fuel. Can see sun outside. I'm a little bit scared of this creeper here, just because if he does come jump down into this hole, that is quite the... Oh. I believe was... Oh my goodness. Okay, he's not exploding while I'm back in this corner. So I think I'm just going to hang out here. I don't want to lose the efficiency of my fires, and because of the rain, the mobs actually aren't despawning because of the rain. Now, I think if I attacked him, he would blow. He won't self-explode from this proximity, but I think once he triggers, this is still within his proximity of then exploding. So not trigger, but will detonate. Now, we want to keep our distance for now. I do almost think if I placed a dirt, he would leave. it's too risky for us to try and make a break for it. We might be stuck here for 2 nights in a row. This is quite the situation. We have a tense development starting here between us and the creeper. And it will end up being a matter of time. Now it looks like he has glitched and fallen into the hole there. There we go. The creeper has moved away. But we are still okay. Oh, and the rain has ceased. Now, I think this gives us enough. We can attack the creeper. Okay, alright. Swiftly handled. And then what we're going to do here is run. Okay, we have no more creepers in the proximity. We are safe. And we managed to make... and we managed to survive quite a tense situation there with the creeper. Once he jumped into that second hole near the campfire, I was very ready for him to explode. I was in full preparation mode in my head. I went quite very quiet there, and I was ready to just make a run for it, basically, out of the hole. So I'm glad. I think it worked well with the bow, and then the 2 sword strikes was a lot more efficient than trying to go for 3 sword strikes, because once a creeper starts to explode after a first hit, I can always get a second hit in, but getting that third and waiting for the attack stamina of our character to reset isn't always guaranteed. Now let's use our efficiency path here to get back to our cookings. Oh my god. Oh, there's our sawdust, okay. Oh, good. Well, at least the mutton cooked. Okay, good. At this stage, I don't know if it is more efficient. If I'm just walking through the grass once, I don't believe there's an efficiency benefit by breaking the grass to walk through. However, if it's a path that I'm going to be walking back and forth a lot of times, and I have something time dependent on the other side, such as a campfire or cooking, that I know I'll need to go back to in a timely manner, and I want high time efficiencies between those 2 places, then definitely making a path is beneficial. However, here, just for that one time through, I don't think there's any gain in situations like that. Awesome. Okay, I do think we've almost finished cooking a little meal here. I believe most animals in this area Huzzah. I knew checking this spot would be. I knew checking this spot would be good after we saw that chicken here yesterday. Now, I'm not sure if the spiders could only get the chicken because it was under this 1 block high, so the zombies actually couldn't get to the chicken that was hiding there. But obviously spiders, only being 1 block tall, would be able to still get to the chicken, so unfortunately Mr. Chicken wasn't safe. I was gone for too long there on this fire. And not only do the mobs eat, not only do the mobs get eaten by mobs, the mobs get eaten by mobs, not only do the animals, like the chickens, the pigs and stuff, get eaten, their efficiency, their food is also lost because of the hostile mobs will actually eat the passive mob food drops. Which is true for the zombies. I don't think that is true for the spiders. Which means that the chicken might have been killed very early in the night. Some forensics time of death there. Oh, I want to take our meat off. That's unfortunate. Although I am not worried. Oh, 4 saplings, that's great. Oh, we have another string over here, okay. I'm not a fan of the skeletons in the trees. These forests can be quite deadly. I would have thought that the sun would kill hostile mobs, but I guess like a armor hat, there's just enough protection from the sun. Oh. Wonderful, that's back down. We've got our mob drops over here. I'll keep my food more in the middle. Some gravel, our fishing rods, our fuel. Maybe we can keep our food close here. Okay. What a pretty sunset. Oh, there's another piece of string over there. Very greedy for string. Oh, there's another piece of string that way. Okay, we're setting again for the night here. little bit tempted. It's okay. I figured more of those leaves would have decayed by now. I wish I knew some like old-timey working songs that I could sing while I was mining the rock here. It's not hard work if you don't put your back into it. It's not hard work, then someone's got to do it. That doesn't make sense. I punch a tree to get a stick. The stick punches the rock to get a rock. The rock punches rock to get more rock. But by the rock it gets, more rock it does. More rock it be than rocket tree, because a stick gets less rock than a rock does by thee. It's not even a song, it's close to slam poetry. Can I hear some clicks from the audience? Thank you, thank you. Oh, don't want our mutton to burn. It's good. Okay, this mutton should be enough for us to travel a little bit. I think first, I don't remember what direction we came from since last episode. I think I'm going to let that fire go out. We have nothing else to cook. We got 12 rocks now, so I think that I'll just shed through these rocks for... Okay, so that one had one left. Tomorrow we'll want to check where our original bearings were, and then head in the opposite direction. I don't believe... For some reason, I feel like we came through from that forest over there. So, at the daybreak tomorrow, we'll head out, we'll go collect that string, we'll see what's over yonder hill. And I'm happy with that plan. That will set us up well. The hill advantage will also allow us to scout for the appropriate animals and terrain that we want to venture onto next. I am liking passing around forests while not heading off too far. Obviously, at the beginning of the series, when we did at the beginning of the series, when we did the trek through the mountain biome and the taiga and the desert, what became quite difficult, even though we had a lot of string and a lot of axes, our resources were quite plentiful except for logs, because no trees were nearby, which made it quite difficult for us to actually keep up with what we needed to be doing. Whereas here we have a lot of trees, and that's a lot easier for us to have a good fuel source. If you guys recall, when we were moving around a lot without logs and without a lot of campfires, and also when we couldn't make our way into a base, like here we actually had quite a good setup. If we had a lot of food, we could have actually set up a couple of campfires and been cooking a lot, whereas before we had about 7 uncooked steaks and 7 raw fish that we couldn't cook because we just didn't have enough fuel and logs to keep up with the supply demand. Now I'll take that stick. Did we end up crafting the fishing rod? Yes, we did. I think I will put the creeper oyster, and then that saves us an inventory space. Now here, I think I'm going to craft a cap. See, that's 1 armor. We could craft a jacket, and that's 1 armor, but then we can't do anything with this leftover wool. So I think it would be better for us to craft some pants, which is 1 armor, and a hat. And then we get 2 armor, whereas in the other situation we only would have gotten 1 for the same amount. Run, 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 run. No creepers. No creepers. Some more arrows is always good. And there were no mobs for the spiders to hunt around here, so there's no point in checking for any immediate string. Now, if we have to double back here, it would be good for us to have somewhat of a path. Nevertheless, I think we'll just make our way up here. Ah, yeah. A dead end. Ye that will just go out into ocean biome. Having a look back this way, just while we mine this. I don't see much in either direction. There is string on that beach, but that doesn't really lend us anything. We know that all this is quite barren. So even though there's a string over there, we'll leave that for possibly a future soul to find. There's no coal in there. We can head out. Oh, thank you, little hovel. That place turned out to be quite nice. And I think I figured out the issue that I was having while digging out the holes, which is that I thought that there was benefit to mining the top because of... Oh, this is the ravine where we found the pumpkins. I do think there's a sense in us finding more clay before we start traversing down. Do have the pumpkins here. I could very much just carve them and take their seeds. However, I think we just leave them as pumpkins for now. And we have left one pumpkin over there by the ravine, the little orange dot. If you can see it just kind of above the string now. Oop. So we must have actually... Oh, that's where we were based, okay. So we didn't come from... Oh, we did come from this forest. My inkling was correct. I am tempted to try to set myself up in the ravine, especially if that's... No, that goes into a full-blown cave there. I do think it's smarter to try and get clay than focusing on iron at this point. Because we would also need a day of collecting lumber to get down there. And what we need before any of that is really clay. Now, that river just behind the string here looks like a prime candidate for some clay sediments at the base. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. No clay, but some iron. Okay. Hello, Mr. Cow. There's a couple of chickens around here. I am tempted to kill the chickens. This was the weird cave surface structures that we were seeing earlier. That rotten flesh. Now, I'm actually a bit more scared of that than a typical ravine, because how much of it is undercover. And good to scout, but I don't want to spend too much time on that cave system. Now over here should be... Oh, I wouldn't mind a torch. We could always invest a string in making a bow drill, a bit more efficient fire starter. However, I've always found the simpler route to jump straight to a torch. And if we can get 2 torches, we can move a lot quicker between campsites. A lot of the reason I stayed at that campsite for 2 nights, well, one, we were kind of in the middle of cooking food, and secondly, oh, hello, Mr. Cole. Oh, sorry, I'm just quickly looking for some clay down here. Oh, there's some there. I don't want to go down there. That river's too deep. But here, this looks like the a very comfortable depth. Maybe not perfect, but comfortable. Ooh. No clay, but some iron. But we have some clay down here. Okay. This water I'm also a little bit scared of. So we needed 16. Now my hypothesis may have been wrong. I figured that a stone shovel would only get a pile of clay. However, a pile of clay must be reserved for just breaking it with your hands only. Let's try. Oh, that's into stone. What about here? Oh, that's into stone as well. Oh, this is... not very good. Oh, it is a full moon tonight. So let us... This is all very improvised right here. Now, the wolves shouldn't want to get us. Okay. Alright. We'll see how this plays out. This is a bit of a walking experiment here. They shouldn't be able to jump up from this side. And not from any other side either. Now I should hear any spiders before they get too close. Oh my god. Oh, come on, squid. Okay. We're playing hard and fast here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking all of this in. Ooh. I missed the start. I think we might have already picked up the fish. This is quite excellent. We already have 9. I wouldn't be surprised if we're able to get a full 14. I think we're working towards here. Oh, plus the spider eye as well. We might be able to make 15 fish. And this was expected. Ah, oh, these orbs are so annoying. There we go. Oop. Oh, the skeleton's going to be a bigger pain than the squid. Okay. Oh. Oh, goodness. That definitely needs to be one higher. Oh. Oh, so they weren't just spotting us, they were pathfinding, because they were able to jump up here. Okay, wow. Oh, nothing else is close by. I think, actually. Good, I picked up the fish. And we do need 2 there. Wow, I am quite thankful that second skeleton, even though he was able to get close, he missed his first shot, and having that iron sword off of a zombie drop really saved us. Because once, it's not even the fact that like we can get more hits off, but once our health gets down to like 4 hearts, our abilities are basically null. So we really only have 6 hearts until we can't. Well, we have no options left. My goodness, and I don't think we can use ink sacks, no. And fishing without bait is just not efficient. A full 16 stack of raw fish. I'm gonna go ahead and reward my little character there with some steaks. And as sun rises, we are going to want to go and look for a better spot. Now that we have this raw fish, and we have quite a lot of clay, we only need 2 more clay before we can start drying bricks for a furnace. So this has been quite a longer episode, a full hour for you guys, but my golly, we have done a lot in this hour. So thanks for staying along. Again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell. Means a lot. And shout out to my first 5 subscribers these past 2 days. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you later. Bye for now.